Hey everybody, and welcome. Bob Umar here, and welcome to my weekly chat at SEOPA to Seize Your Passion. I'm glad to have you guys all here. Excited to be here, and oh, love the hearts. That's fantastic. Great stuff. I'm here every week at 11:45 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on Thursdays with SEOPA to help you seize your passion. My name is Bobby Umar. I'm a four-time TEDx speaker, one of Inc. Magazine's top 100 leadership speakers, and most recently named a top 7 Twitter marketing networking guru to follow. So glad you joined me. We're going to talk about a really amazing topic, which is creating your personal brand. Who here believes in personal branding? It's a huge topic. I'm an expert in it. I run a conference. I actually run North America's largest conference dedicated to personal branding. So I'm very excited about this topic today. So let's start off with the beginning. I say my name is Bobby Umar. Let me know where you're from. I'm from Toronto, Canada, home of the Raptors, home of the Blue Jays. Type below where you're from. Let me know if you want people to join the conversation on how to create your personal brand. Share this on Twitter, share this on Facebook. Let's bring people to the conversation. But I'm going to talk about personal branding. It's something that I've been doing for the last 10 years and talking about it and sharing about it and creating expertise and content on it. So let's start with the first piece of creating your personal brand, which is, why is personal branding so important? Well, there's a lot of reasons, and I'll go into them in details here. And if you have any questions, you can just comment below. Let me know your thoughts, what your questions are about it. But the reason why personal branding is so important is because most of us follow a path of success that's defined by other people. Most of us feel lost or stuck in our careers. Most of us don't really align our values with our work and what we're doing, whether it's personal or professional. And that's why we feel overwhelmed. That's why we feel stuck. That's why we feel dispassionate. And personal branding allows you to align your values and who you are to your path of passion and purpose. And when you do that, it's very exciting. Personal branding also is important because it's a differentiator. So when you know what your personal brand is, you're able to actually differentiate yourself from the crowd. So whether you're trying to sell a business, you can differentiate yourself with your target audience. If you're trying to stand out in your career, you can differentiate yourself from your fellow professional colleagues. If you're starting your own passion project, you can differentiate yourself in terms of getting people to attract people to your cause and to your idea. So that's why personal branding is so important. And again, if you like what you hear, again, share the love, comment, share the hearts. We love to hear from you guys. Personal branding is also important because it's a great way for you to define success for yourself. It's a great way for you to define how you are fulfilled. In fact, I find the whole journey of personal branding allows you to better understand yourself, which can then help to better impact others, because a better you is a better everybody else. And that's why personal branding is so amazing. And personal branding is something that exists. I mean, your reputation, your integrity is something that's there. Personal branding has existed since the day you were born. So you might as well, why not stand out? Why not take ownership of it? Because if you don't define your personal brand, then other people are defining your personal brand, and that's something you got to be aware of. You don't really want people to be defining your personal brand for you. You actually want to be owning it and managing that brand, manage your reputation, because other people, they're talking about you regardless. So what are you doing to navigate and own and manage and navigate that brand that makes you look really amazing? That includes being online here right now talking to you. That includes when you look up my website or go to my LinkedIn page, or whether you meet me at an event. You'll find the brand of Bobby is always usually pretty engaging, pretty empathetic, and pretty kind of all about love and heart. But it's got to be consistent everywhere I go. So you got to make sure, and that's why, and branding is important because it's a lightning rod for you to focus your efforts, your energy, your time, and in a way that's more fulfilling and joyful. Because if what you're doing, whether it's a personal project or a passion project, aligns to your brand, you'll actually feel more happy and fulfilled and joyful. And who doesn't want to be more happy and fulfilled, right? So these are all, there's dozens of reasons why personal branding is so important. Now, the second question is, how do I do it? How do I create and craft my personal brand? Well, let me start with the first thing, which is you have to invest time and energy into it. It's not like you can't just fill out a survey. Oh, there's my brand. Okay, I'm done. I mean, you have to put the time and energy into it. But let me ask you a question. Are you willing to invest $100 hours? 100 hours. Is that a lot? You're like, oh my God, 100 hours. Who's got 100 hours? Well, let's reposition. Are you willing to invest 100 hours of your time in order to have 450,000 hours of fulfillment and happiness? Is that worth something to you? If it is, then you'll do it. Because now the first time you dive in your personal brand, I actually wrote an article on Huffington Post on 5 ways to discover your personal brand. You can check that out. You can also check out my work on Raylan.com. You can also check out all the previous videos from Seopa at seopa.com/stream. We have an amazing videos that talk about a lot of this stuff. But the first thing you do is you got to invest time and energy. The first 20 hours are critical. Dive into it. And so there's, in terms of doing it, I'll lay out the 5 things that I do. One is I look into your personality traits. So what are your personality traits? Number 2, you look into your interests, things that you care about, things that you yearn to do. Number 3, you dive into your skills, your aptitudes, what you're good at. And remember, even if you're good at it, you may not like it. And even if you like it, you may not be good at it. So you want to find ways that to work on those things. The 4th thing you look at are your values. What are the things that you value, both intrinsic values and extrinsic values and lifestyle values? And then 5th that you look at is what are the stories and experiences of your life? Because when you see the experience of your life, the things that you did, things you didn't do, things you hated, things you loved, things you were meh about, they say a lot about you. They say a lot about who you are and what you care about. And even before you do the process, one of the things I'll tell you is wipe this slate clean. No matter what you think about yourself, even if you know you're really analytical, even if you know you're a great people person, even if you know you love risk-taking, just forget about that. Just wipe the slate clean and do an honest, deep dive assessment of your brand. And you analyze those 5 things. So your, test, iterate, and repeat, and find your voice. Thank you, Pierre. I appreciate that. That's one of the things you want to look at. So when you look at your interests, skills, personality traits, values, and experience stories, you do it in several ways. One is you do your own self-assessment, number 1. Number 2, you do an assessment of other people. So get feedback from like 10 plus people in your life. Your parents, your siblings, your friends, your colleagues, your bosses, your coworkers, your people who work under you. Get them to give you their assessment on things. The 3rd thing you do is you do online assessments. So you do like a couple of assessment tools like Myers-Briggs, Enneagrams, the Strength Finders, things like that. And you do those because when you do all 3 of those and you start looking at the all the information that's there, when your assessment and the feedback from others and the online assessment all say, Bobby, you're a people guy, you're like, you're right, I am a people guy. Like it's very empowering to see that from everybody. So that's why you do all you do. It's a very thorough, detailed way of doing it, but it actually really empowers you when you find it. Wow, okay. So that's the process, and it takes time. And then, of course, you basically diverge and get a lot of information, ideas, and words and themes, and then you try to converge onto one of the key aspects of your brand. Now, when I did this process, what I found was certain things came to play. Number 1, Bobby likes people, and Bobby likes people. Number 2, Bobby likes to nurture and help. Number 3, Bobby likes to persuade and influence people with ideas. Number 4, Bobby likes to perform and present in front of people, in front of a crowd. And number 5, I like diversity and balance and excitement. And so what am I doing now? I'm a professional speaker, and I go out there and I talk to people, and here I'm talking to you. It's what I do. I love it. And I have variety. It's amazing. So that's why I'm so freaking fulfilled. That's why I'm so happy all the time, because I'm following a path of passion and purpose that aligns with my values and my personal brand. So that's the process. Now, if you want more information, again, thanks for the hearts. You can check out some of my work online. The 3rd thing is now, how do you leverage personal branding? Well, as soon as I know my brand was, and so Bobby's brand is, I'm a connector. I'm all about lost leaders. I'm all about relationship building and things like that. So now when you look at my services, what I do, what do I speak about? I speak about networking, connection, relationship building. I talk about personal branding. I talk about social media. These are all things to do with connection and relationship building. And so that's what I talk about. That's what I speak about. It's what I coach about. It's all my content out there. You can also align with your profile. So when you go to my LinkedIn profile or my website, everything I talk about on there have to do with my brand of connection and love and heart and balance and things like that. So when you have your brand, you leverage it everywhere you go. And then at the same time, once you know what your brand is, you use it everywhere you go. When I'm online here with you, when I go meet people, when I hang out with my friends and my family, I know my brand so well that I'm able to leverage it in whatever I'm doing. And even when projects come my way that I don't want to do, I can say, hey, no, I don't want to do that one because it doesn't align with my brand. And the other thing that's really amazing is that once you've gone through the whole brand experience, you're better at soliciting feedback because you've done the whole process. You're better at sharing stories because you've done that with the process. You're better at identifying other people's brands, and when you do that, you can actually connect with them even better. So these are all things that add to your ability to leverage your personal brand. So I hope you find this really interesting. I hope you find this really helpful to you. Personal branding is something that your reputation, your integrity is there the moment you were born, and so it's here to stay. You can either own it or let other people define it. And if you want to invest more in personal brand, you can check out all our videos on salepa.com/stream. You can check out my work at rayallen.com or visit me at Snapchat, Twitter, Instagram at Rayhan Bobby, and I'm happy to share my thoughts. You can also tweet me any questions or share any thoughts or questions. Use the hashtag Q4BobU. If you have any questions, we'd love to hear you and do new topics because I'm here every week at 11:45 a.m. I'd love to hear from you guys. All right, so hope you enjoyed this. Hope you enjoyed my chat. Share this on Twitter again. Let people show them the replay. We'd love to get more people to, because personal branding is something that is going to empower you, it's going to free you, and it's going to make you more fulfilled. So let's get more people listening to this talk and hearing more stuff. All right. So wish you guys all the best. I'll see you guys. Actually, next week I'm unable to be here at 11:45. It'll be rescheduled, probably either 12:15 or 12:45, something like that. But I'll let you know, and you can join us then. All right. Wish you guys all the best, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.